Alright, Shalom. We want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings unto the hopefully elect, man. We just pretty much was doing a lesson going into the fact that the fear of the Lord is about to be restored amongst the nations, man. Because right now, due to the curses and the low state that we are as a nation, the nations don't fear the Most High power, man. It's been forgotten in the earth, man. At one point in time, the nations had fear of the Most High, man. And now the Most High is he's lifting up his men, and through the spirit of the word, is putting fear out there, man. So that's why you have these Christians all of a sudden. All these nations want to try to get a part of this because they seeing them, what them crazy niggas been talking about. It seems like it's really going to happen, man. We need to get a part of this, man. But they really don't want a part of this. They want Jesus Christ, man. We preaching Yahweh, Yahushua, man. And that's the power that's coming back to wreak havoc in the earth, man. Somebody grab Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. You had something else?
Nah, just at the Exodus 15.
Yeah, grab that Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, man. Because the Most High is long-suffering, man. He let you know that, man, he's allowing this man to be lifted up, allowing these other nations to live good. So when he take this place down, all credit is going to go to him, man. Letting their pride get to a point to where they think that there's no way that this way of life can end. And outside of the so-called white man, these other nations, they not looking for the Lord of the scriptures to return and take over. They looking for the so-called white man to fall, and then they take over and be the next ruling power in the earth, man. But whoever got that, bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Yep, and that's the thing. Everybody think this shit is supposed to just, okay, we do something wrong, supposed to get judged right away. The Most High been long suffering, so people can get away from thinking, okay, the Most High is ruling in the earth, man. That's why they still giving credit to all these other gods. But when Yahweh shall return and the destruction is executed in the earth, man, all the nations gonna know that this was the one true living power that done this, man. But go ahead, brother.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yep, because there's no fear of the Most High on the earth right now, man. Only amongst the men of the Lord who's doing the bidding of the Most High, man. The rest of these people, pinpointing these other nations, and to proof on that is the lack of respect for the men of the Lord, man. If they knew that the power that's standing behind us, and the power that's speaking through us as men of the Lord and prophets, they wouldn't mock and scoff as much as they do. They wouldn't, when we tell them, hey, don't take no pictures, and they, oh, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. Oh, it's a free country. But real soon, the fear of the Lord is going to be restored to where these nations know, you know what, we can't fuck with Israel, man. And then once the kingdom is established, they damn sure going to know, because that's going to be it, man. We're going to be in our glory, man. And that's how it's going to remain that way for the rest of the time, man, and forever.
And the scriptures, goes into how Most High was looked upon, what they used to call him Al-Shaddai, which means like a demon-like power, man.
Correct.
So these other nations, they feared the Most High, man. They, the works that the Most High did, man. And that same thing is coming back, as the brother, is going into, man.
We can bring up that Romans 9.
Start from
We'll just get straight to the point here, 17.
Come. It's Romans 9 and 17. But the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. Right. He said, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. All right. So it's basically referring to the account. All right, when Israel was in captivity in Egypt, man. All right, and it was all done by the will of the Most High. All right, to set Pharaoh up, and bring him down to show his power, man. You know, and the same thing, you know, through the Spirit is taking place now. All right, this devil Esau, all right, the nation of Edom is ruling over us. You know, through the power of the Most High, to take the basis of man, this low level peon, all right, to be in the position that he's in, man. All right, but he's gonna be overthrown, man. All right, done by the will of the Heavenly Father.
We're gonna get into it, man. But when the Egyptian army was taken down, man, that's put fear in the hearts of the nations, man. That let them know, because that was a great power. The Egyptian army was a vast, great army, man. And for the Most High to swallow them up like that, like the scriptures say, with the breath of his nostrils, man. That struck fear in the nations, man. And that's what the Most High is getting ready to do again, man. And that's why he, like he's done always, he always sent his men of the Lord, his prophets first, to let these people know, man, your time is up, man. Our power is about to judge your asses and bring you down, man. All of the nations, they puffed up against the Most High, man. They in the earth ruling and thinking, hey, we got it, we good. Them niggas, you think we gonna allow some Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to rise up and take control over the earth and put us in subjection? Well, guess what? It's not us. It's our power. Because first of all, who are we, man? Yashala, man. We are the princes of the power, man. And he's about to put us back in our proper order, man, which is ruling over you nations, man. Real quick, just to back that scripture up, this is Sirach, chapter 16 and 15. It says, the Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him. And that's what the Most High is doing right now. He hardening the hearts of the kings of the earth, man. Namely the elite, the Edomites, man. So where they not knowing the Most High, they thinking ain't no power above me. The scriptures tell you that in Isaiah, was that 47? When he said that I am. They have said in their heart that I am. And that's the mindset of Esau, man. Ain't no power above me. The Most High is doing that to him. He's deceiving him, man. That's why the scripture say the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. That's why Esau's going throughout the earth deceiving the nations through his fucking Christianity and democracy and all this other madness. The Most High got him in a trick bag, man. And he got Satan, they operate through Satan, but Satan getting ready to turn his back on Esau. They're going to go to their power. They gonna play shit. Satan ain't gonna answer that phone no more. He gonna be calling on Satan to continue giving them that left hand strength, and it's gonna be done away with, man. But reading on, it says that his powerful works might be known in the world. So the same, like the scripture just said in Romans 9, man, and Paul was reiterating, man, letting you know that the same reason he lifted up Pharaoh is the same thing he doing now, man. So his powerful works will be known in the earth, man, because there's no way any credit can go to any other power or anything else when the destruction comes to this place. When Yahweh shall return in those chariots, man. And it won't be no surprise because the men of the Lord have been out on the highways and byways prophesying about it, man. What you at?
It's Isaiah 37 and 20. It says, now therefore, O Yahweh, our power, save us from his hand, and that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art Yahweh, even thou only. So like the brother was going into, the Most High is going to make his name known by what? His power, by delivering the Israelites from under the hand of the enemy. The enemy being the chief enemy, Esau, Edom. The nation that call themselves white people. All right? That's their true identity, man. The nation of Israel. The Most High is going to make his name known by bringing them down and by saving us. All right? The Israelites, man. All right?
You got that Joshua.
God. This is Joshua 2 and verse 8. It says, and before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof. And that's talking about the two servants, all right, that came into the land to spy out the land, man, for the Israelites. All right, and Rahab the harlot had, she had hid them away from the heathen, you know. And it says, and she said unto the men, I know that Yahweh had given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how Yahweh dried up the water of the Red Sea for you, when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Shihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed.
And just when you go through the book of Joshua, man, it was just constantly battles. Joshua was going through it. The Most High was delivering our enemy into our hands, man. So word was spreading out through all the nations. Like, man, we heard what they done to the Amorites, man. And every time they like, damn, man. Every time they power is delivering the enemy over unto them, man. And was striking fear. That's how Rahab the harlot was speaking that. We got wind of what happened, man. And it wasn't no small accounts, man. These were great battles that was going on against great rulers, man. And the Most High, man, that's why that was a part of our heritage was for the men of the Lord, the kings. They would have set him up to go to ask the Most High, will you deliver our enemy unto us, man? And that history has been wiped out from the earth, man. That's why the Most High is, man, through the men of the Lord, all this is coming back out, man. When we get into the scriptures and prophesy, do lessons, man, we bring out our history, man. We let them know the history of Israel and the power that's ruling over us, man. And the fact that he done away with us at one point, but he set his son up to bring us back onto the fold. He's constantly reserving us unto salvation and the whole nation eventually, but this go around the elect, man.
Right, it's a little bit more in here. And it says, and as soon as we had heard these things, our heart did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For Yahweh, your power, he is God in heaven above and in earth beneath.
And this coming from the mouth of a heathen woman, man. That's the whole point, man. The Most High is about to establish his fear back in these nations, man. And that's why once the kingdom is established, that's it, man. We won't have to worry about no other kingdom. We gonna rule, man. And the fear of Israel is gonna be the power of Israel is gonna be in full effect, man. And we gonna have rods of iron to make sure of it, man. We're gonna have glorious powers. We're gonna have a true kingdom to where nobody can doubt the one true living power, man. There was some more you want?
Yeah, that was it on that.
Bring out your picture, man.
Okay. This Jeremiah chapter 16.
Hey, hold on, let's wait on
Okay,
that.
God.
Let's hit this Exodus first. You can grab Exodus 15 and start at 3.
This is Exodus 15 and 3. All right. It says, Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name.
Yeah, the Most High is, and you think about war, I know like this brother get into the Game of Thrones, and a lot of times when they in the Game of Thrones, when you see them in the tent, thinking of their tactics for war, what are they using, man? They're using chess-like pieces, man. Right. Sitting out there with a whole map of the kingdoms, and then they're using chess-like pieces to strategize against the war, man. So the Most High being a man of war, he's the ultimate chess player, man. He already got everything mapped out, man. So all the battles throughout history concerning us, concerning the other nations, the Most High is the man behind that, man. That's why it's crazy when you have these Christian nuts talking about the Lord is all love, man, and he don't do no harm. The Most High is behind every war that's ever taken place on the earth, man. And he's always been behind Israel, but once we got to a certain level of wickedness, shit, he said, okay, y'all about to really feel the blood of these curses, man. But now we're in the midst of a spiritual war, and when the Lord returns, it's gonna be the final war, man. And who's gonna come out victorious? Yahshua, man, through the power of Yahweh Shai, man. What you
No, I ain't nothing.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name.
Man, Salakia, bro. You gotta start from verse 1, bro.
This is Exodus 15 and 1. Then sang Moses And the children of Israel did song unto Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he had triumphed gloriously.
Had triumphed gloriously, man. And that's what's about to happen again, man. Now, you got to think, when he took down Pharaoh, it wasn't just Israel that knew what was going on. All the nations, man. And further in the chapter, we're gonna get into it. All the nations heard of what they did to the Egyptians, man. Go ahead.
It says, the horse and his rider had he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song. He has become my salvation. He is my power. And I will prepare him an habitation, my father's power, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts had he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drawn in the Red Sea.
You think, man? Drowned in the Red Sea. The Most High, man, in one swoop took out the massive army of the Egyptians, man. That's why it started off in verse 1. It said the Most High had, and the glory went to the Most High, man. They couldn't say, man, the Most High making sure, and he's gonna do it this time again. He's gonna make sure that the glory is gonna be to him. His name is gonna be exalted, man. Just like it said in Romans 9, chapter 9, man. The Most High is gonna be exalted above these people, above all, because they gonna know there's no way that this victory could have came except by the Most High power, man. You want to say something?
No.
You can read on, brother.
Verse 5. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, had dashed in pieces the enemy.
And who is right now? Who's sitting on the right hand of the Most High? Yahweh Shai, man, his only begotten Son, and that's who he's sending back to take the kingdoms down, man. That's who man, the Most High done left everything in the hands of Yahweh Shai, man. So he's sending his Son back to not only get revenge for what happened to him, but for all of Israel, man, and to take down all the thrones of the earth right now, man. So it won't be no nation standing, man. All the nations are going to be in complete subjection when the Lord returns, man, to establish and continue to do the will of his Father, man, which is take these nations down and usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. You can jump over just for time's sake, man, let's jump over to verse 11.
This is Exodus 15 and 11. Who is like unto thee, O Yahweh, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises?
Fearful in praises, go ahead.
Doing wonders.
And these are questions that was being asked, man. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Nobody. That's the answer, man. No gods, because none of them exist. That was just for the nations to get caught up on, man. The Most High gave the nations stumbling blocks, aka their own gods, man. For them to get caught up and think that this is, okay, I got an actual God over me, and they don't even exist, man. The Most High playing with y'all, man. You puny ass Moabites, you dusty ass Africans, man. You leprous ass Edomites. The Most High is playing with y'all, allowing y'all to think that y'all have a power actually protecting y'all, sending up these empty, vain prayers. Shit funny, man. And it said fearful in praises, doing wonders, man. The Most High, true, the one living power is the only one that's doing wonders, man. You got the Arabs with their little bugged out Islam, but y'all over there get left in ruins, man, due to the games of elites, man. These bankers, man. And the Most High is behind all that, man. Why Allah ain't delivering y'all from all the shit y'all going through, man? Where's Allah at, man? Go ahead,
Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou, in thy mercy, hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. thou hast guided them in thy strength unto the holy habitation.
Yep, and the people who he had redeemed is Israel once again, man. Y'all can try to keep sliding all this in there about your misunderstanding about the Gentiles, but when the shit hit the fan, you're going to see what it's all about. And what it's about is the words that's coming out through the spirit of the mouth of the Most High's prophets, man.
Right.
You got it, I appreciate you.
No, I got one after you finish.
Go ahead, brother. Read all the way to 16.
The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the habitations of the Philistines, Palestina.
Yeah, Palestine.
Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan.
Yep, so in that one verse, you had the dukes of Edom being amazed, the mighty men of Moab trembling, and all the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. This after the wonders of the Most High taking down the Egyptian Pharaoh, man. That was the known power at that time. That was the known kingdom, man. That couldn't be touched, that couldn't be contended with, man. And the Most High took them out like that, man. And that struck fear in the nations, man. Read on, brother.
Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall be as still as a stone. Till thou people pass over, O Yahweh, till the people pass over which thou hast purchased.
Yep, so which the Most High has delivered constantly, man. See, back in the ancient days, that fear of the Most High was established, man, because we was constantly going to war, and the Most High was delivering our enemies unto us, man. But now that fear has been taken out of the earth because we've been beaten down, we've been known as bywords and proverbs throughout the earth. We the laughing stock of the earth, man. So don't nobody fear the power of Israel anymore. They really have no knowledge of it, man. Because Esau done set up this white God, this white Jesus, all these men, it's all the TBN men, the TBN special apostles, all white men. So nobody's thinking of this great power that looks like the men that they laugh and talk about on a day-to-day basis, man. The men that's the blunt of all jokes throughout the earth, man, especially here in America, man. Jake is a big-ass joke, man, but the Most High is about to destroy this place and set us back in our honorable place, man. Give us back our integrity as a nation, man. That was it on that.
Quickly, this Exodus 18 and 10, well, I start at 9. It says, and Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which Yahweh had done to Israel, whom he delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, blessed be Yahweh, who had delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, who had delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. And now I know that Yahweh is greater than all gods, for in the thing wherein thou dwelt proudly, he was above them. And that's going to happen today, man. Because this is the modern day Pharaoh, man. All right. So Jethro, being what Moses' father-in-law, he heard of the terror and the deliverance that he did for the Israelites, man. All right. And he wasn't even in that land. So the same thing that's going to happen today. These people are going to know about the deliverance, all right, that happened to the Israelites, and they're going to know the power that did it, man.
All right. You done with that?
Okay.
We'll bring out that Jeremiah card for you. Come into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, starting at 14. It says, therefore, behold the days come, behold, the days come.
Right. The days coming, right? Prophecy, right? This haven't happened yet, man. All right.
Saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right. So they ain't gonna no more say. We just went through the accounts. Yahweh liveth, because before that account happened of the Israelites going through the Exodus and been delivered from Pharaoh and the Egyptians, they knew him as Al-Shaddai. All right. But he made his name well known when he did that great miracle or executed his power on the Egyptians, man.
Demon-like power, man.
Right.
That's what for y'all to say, oh, this is my God is all love. No, the nations knew him as a demon-like power.
Right.
Not to be messed with, not to be tested.
Right. And through that act, he made his name Yahweh well known. Everybody knew that, okay, Yahweh did this. All right? Al-Shadr was just a title, but they knew his name through the act that he did for the Israelites, man. And the same thing's going to happen today, right?
Yeah, because that's when the first time really that the name was really established.
Because they knew the name, they
Amongst
had the
Israel,
name.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
They had the name, but it wasn't well known.
Yeah, the captivity had been taken away. That's why when Moses was first, he said, what shall I tell them that your name is? I am. He is.
Because you go to that word, that scripture, Exodus 6:3, it says, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they didn't know me by Yahweh. You go into that word know, it means well known, you know?
Yeah.
His name wasn't well known, but it was known. Because Jacob named one of his children Judah, means Yahweh thanks. So they had the name, he just wasn't famous.
Just like now.
Right.
Like even though it's a vast majority of Jakes out there know the name of Yahweh Shah, but it's not well known, it's not respected either.
Right, right.
And even like you got cats that going like they try to sell a new name. No, it's just about to be refreshed again. It's about to be refreshed to where the name is exalted in the earth, man.
Right.
You know.
God.
It's verse 15, Jeremiah 16:15. It says, "But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." This is future prophecy that's about to happen, man.
So when you go into what Revelation chapter 5 and verse 9, talking about the redeemed from all nations, this is prophecy, man. All right, this is prophecy in the scriptures to link up what is going on in the time of Revelation, man. The children of Israel will be redeemed from all nations, man. All right, and will be brought up like in the land of Egypt, man. All right.
God, Israel had already been scattered throughout the world in different captivities, man. And even and was more to come, man. It was still already prophesied of all the things that was gonna happen by the curses, man.
And that land of the north is talking about here in America, man. All right.
That's it. It says, "And from all the lands whither he had driven them."
Right. That's according to the prophecy that was in Deuteronomy 28:64. The Israelites would be scattered if they went off. We have been scattered. And the Most High is going to bring us out of these lands, man, where he have scattered us, man. All right?
All right. It says, "And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers."
And that's the land of Israel, man. He's going to bring us there again because we was taken out of that land by our disobedience. The Most High is going to bring us back in that land, starting with the elect. And starting with the 144,000, man, the governing body of the elect, man.
All right.
We're going to be put back in our land. That's showing you that the kingdom of heaven will be established on earth, man. All right? We're going to have dominion over these other nations. They're going to be our slaves. And the Most High is going to make all of these things happen for us. And they're going to know him as Yahweh did this for the Israelites, man.
Good. And just every nation got an account of. Everybody know about the deliverance of the Israelites out of Egypt, man. Salaki. So, but now the Most High, he done set his men of the Lord up, his prophets, to let you know that we are those Israelites, and we right here. We the ones. We done went through the curses. We were the ones that got delivered out of Egypt. We was the ones that the Most High has been dealing with continually, man. Been punishing and redeeming, punishing, redeeming, man. And the ultimate redemption, redeeming came when Yahweh Shah came on the scene, man. So that the knowledge of who the Israelites are is about to come, is going to be undeniable. Our power and our kingdom is going to be established, and it's going to be nothing but fear amongst the nations concerning Israel, man, because we're going to be in our glory and our full power under Yahweh Shah, man. You got another precept?
Nah, that's...
Hey, with that, we're going to end it, man. Hey, Lord willing, this is edifying to the Most High's elect. Once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakar Kadash, which you goddamn heathens will fear and know, man, real soon, man. Once again, give all double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, And peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.